Alright, day 14, still at Gooder Grove Hostel in Franklin. Just went for the First Baptist breakfast again. Come back, I think there's a shuttle at 9 to Winding Stair Gap, which is where I'm heading. It's just past 8 at the moment, so I've got about 3/4 an hour. Something you don't like hearing when you wake up in the morning. One of the guys in the bunk next to me was going to go to the breakfast with us, and I said, "Oh, you're not going to the breakfast?" He goes, "No, since 4 o'clock I've been sick." Probably not the thing I really wanted to hear, seeing I was in the bunk next to him, but I'm feeling okay at the moment. Probably had a little bit too much pizza last night, but generally speaking I'm okay. Pack's not as heavy as it has been, so I'm happy about that. Looking forward to getting back out on the trail. This is Jim, our shuttle driver today. He offered to pick us up from the hostel and he's taking us to Winding Stair. He's a very quiet fella.
Are you quiet, Jim?
I can be.
You can be.
Yeah, the training I got, it was different than you guys.
Okay.
And no disrespect, okay, please.
No, you're good.
I served twice.
Okay.
So I can say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I witnessed.
Only like 30 seconds in off Winding Stair Gap. Beautiful waterfall already. Oh, the pack feels so heavy. Wow. Beautiful. I ate way too much pancakes. Oh. Here we go, it's uphill again today. Strange name for a gap. I think it's a Swinging Lick Gap. Morning viewers, day 14, I don't know, maybe half an hour in. I started at 9:20. We were waiting for the town shuttle, and a guy came up with a couple of hikers that he picked up from the trail, and he said, "Anyone want to go back?" And Berger, Slay and myself, two guys that I've met at the hostel, we all took the ride. Probably would have done it for free, but we gave him $5 each for his fuel. He was really good, nice bloke, bit of a character. Got us up here, so since 9:20 we've been hiking. Oh, a couple other guys, at least one of them I've met. Hello.
How you doing?
Morning. Good. What's your name?
Adele.
Adele. And
Old man.
Old man. Had dinner. You would have seen him in a photo the other night with him. Bit of a character.
You talking to one of your girls?
Well, my wife and my daughter will be watching this, but it's going on YouTube. If that's okay. If not,
of course. I am wanted in several states.
but not
bank fraud.
But not North Carolina.
Not North Carolina, no.
You made it here.
Yeah, so it's been uphill this morning. We're hoping to do 8
He's
to 10.
He's walking along with his back on his back, holding this thing up, talking.
Yeah. I was only a little down uphill.
You're not chewing gum either?
No. I got gum, but I'm chewing it.
I'm not sure he's Australian. He's crazy enough to be a New Zealander.
All right, I'll keep going.
Be safe.
Thank you.
See you at the end of the day.
Berger and Slayer just behind me.
Yeah?
Yeah. So a couple of guys that have probably seen on the time. So yeah, it's been uphill since we left this morning. Nice walk. It's going to be a beautiful view at the top. It's quite warm today. I'm sweating quite a bit. Pack's down to 37 pounds, which is about 18-19 kilos. I started at 44, which was way too heavy. So basically the only thing that's come out of my pack is food. So I had way too much food in that first week. And 37 just feels comfortable actually. So, by the time I get to Fontana Dam, 4 days of food will be out, and I may be down to 30, 32 pounds, which 15, 16 kilos. So I'm pretty happy with that. I straightened up some straps on my pack as well. I was getting that sore back. at the moment it's fitting really snugly, so hopefully it stays the same. The camera that was on my walking stick broke off the other day. The camera's fine, but I thought, oh, I'll fix it when I get to the hostel, but one of the pieces that I need is missing, so I won't be able to do any of those until I work out some MacGyver type thing to mount me phone or that camera. I won't be able to do any shots of me walking down the trail like I did earlier on, which I was planning to do a bit later when I've got a bit of fitness, basically. So yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. I broke that. I've also broke me little not stick pick, what's the thing, selfie stick. So I'm down to holding it in my hand or using the stick pick, limiting my options. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. One of my viewers said to do everything in kilometres. It is hard because my book, my gut hooks app, all the signs, or everything is in miles. So I'm getting in my head about miles. Like I'm walking probably 2 to 3 miles an hour. So when I'm calculating out, so today I want to do 11 miles. 3 miles an hour. That's just under 4 hours with stops for views and things like that, and videoing. Probably 5 hours. I left at 9:30, so that's 2:30 in the afternoon. Set up camp and get food and everything, 4 or 5 o'clock. So, which at the moment I like. I could walk longer, but I hate being rushed in camp. I really do like to get there early, get everything done, and relax a little bit and enjoy some of the company, meet some of the people, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing the trail. Then, I'm usually in bed 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock now. The sun's up a bit later. Before 8 o'clock though, I'll edit the day's videos so that as soon as I get into town I can upload it. Uploading a video 15 minutes take anywhere to 2 hours. I haven't had any fail yet. I've known watching YouTube from other years, some of the Wi-Fi drops out on them, so it's been good for me in that sense. I haven't had any drop out yet, and yeah, so hopefully it won't get as cold tonight. Understand I do have all the gear. It's just -6, -7 degrees. I don't normally hike in winter in Australia, and that's the only time we'd get anything near that. And so in this tent, I'm warmer than out in a shelter or outside, but it's still cold. I'm not used to it, and so when I wake up, it's hard to get back to sleep. But yeah, the sleeping bags keep me warm, and it's really just around the face that gets pretty chilly. Maybe the arms a little bit, but because I usually sleep with my arms out. Yeah. All right, I'll show you some views from Silo when I get up there. Now, I've just made it up to a place called Snowbird Gap. The trail straight back there, and it continues down over there. But this, to me, is something sort of famous for me because I've watched so much YouTube, and nearly everyone I've videoed has shown the trail up the side of the Bald, and it's supposed to be great views up there. Now it's just become overcast. It's only about 11 AM. At 4 o'clock there's a 50% chance of rain. 10 o'clock tonight there's a 70% chance of rain, so it's going to build during the day. Now I believe it's about 250 yards or something like that up there, so I don't know, 400 metres, and it is uphill, and I'm going to do it, even though it's not part of the AT, because I'm hoping to get some views. So I'll video from the top, or if it's really strenuous, I'll video me dying on the way up. Okay. Just trying to get my breath back. I'm only, not that far up, but it's straight up. But because I'm getting up to the cloud height, I thought I'd take the views from here to start with. They're just magnificent. Oh, I hope there's a view at the top. Whew. Well, I made it up that grass. Well, they call it a hill, but wow. And shame is I'm right on cloud level, and the views that I'm about to come to should be a whole lot of mountains, and I've got fog. Woohoo! It still feels so fresh. Oh, I can just see the edge of a mountain there in the fog. But yeah, and on really calm, clear days, you can echo your voice for miles. And just seeing between the clouds down there a river. I don't know what river that is, but there's a little river down there. And there's a road going up over that mountain that's in the sunshine. Just coming down Sila Bald, and off to my right there's a mountain beside me. Looks like there's a man-made structure on the top, but not 100% sure. If that is, that could be where I'm going next, because I know the next mountain I've got to climb, it's got a shelter lookout at the top of it. As I go down into the gap, that mountain is getting higher and higher. I know this video is not going to do it justice, but it's looking awfully ominous how big it is. A little bit of a wonky donkey bridge. I like it. Sometimes the trail is ridiculously close to roads. Well, it's not long into spring, and they call this the Green Tunnel, and I think it's starting. It looks like a tunnel to me. Obviously the guy who designs the switchbacks was on the day off today, up wire bold or something like that. Yes, again, these guys pretty much straight up. And you would think stairs would be a hiker's friend. Worst thing they can do is put stairs in, because you got to lift your knees up. When you do that often enough, they're very tired by the end of the day. Oh God. It's still up. I'm nearly at the top of the mountain. They've had a fire through here. There's the top over there, but just had a car drive off. I think it was that one up there. And look at his left. Trail magic today. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Paper towel, some fruit, some honey buns and biscuits. There's a hiker box so people can leave stuff. I don't know what that is. And over here in the esky, oops, I hope if I open the base. It's free orange juice and Gatorade. You ripper. Trail magic's just down there. I just came up here to go to the toilets. There's the top of the bold over there, Whale Bold I think it is. And as you can see, they've had some fire damage, so they've had to rebuild that. But the view here is spectacular, even with the rain clouds and all that around. It is really magnificent. We just got a little parking lot up here, and there's a toilet because you can actually drive up here. Bit windy. I'm going to enjoy my trail magic and head up and have a look from the view up there. Just can't get enough of this goodwill. There's people come up, leave this stuff, don't expect any money. It's just brilliant. This is Reboot Tower. I think the top has just been rebuilt after fires. Take you up. I don't know what's happening here, but it's absolutely drenched in here. Yeah, that's the bottom of the tower. Pretty standard. Distance there. The clouds are probably not going to show up on the video, but it's just faint right across the whole picture. Top of the shop, there's the family up here, so it might be a little bit noisy. Yeah, so it's been rebuilt. I've seen videos earlier this year with it was under construction. There's some information. Going there, that's the highest point on the AT. A lot of the other ones I don't recognise. Bold, I'll be going there in a few days. Today, Aussie guy I met on day 2, I met up with him, so we have crossed paths a few times and not seen each other. We just happened to be at the same place at the same time. So here's another Aussie from Melbourne that I met on day 2. Coming by the map that's down here, if I'm reading that correctly, Queensland's name is in this direction. Right in the distance is the highest point we can see. It says it's 26.7 miles in a straight line from here. So that may even be it, right in the distance. That's the highest point on the AT, and that's where we're going to be headed, if I'm correct. This map over there, 3 miles, gathered with that mountain with the grass run up it, is all this morning, but it was all fog. I didn't get a view. So we've come from that direction and up this mountain. Then 10.1 miles away from over here is Standing Indian, which is where we were before I stopped at Good Grove. It's interesting to see where we've come. So we've actually come across that range over in the background. Just come down off Weyerbold Tower. It was very windy up there and there was a lot of day family. Most of these sites, the Americans are very lucky they can drive up to, or it's a day walk. The track covers over roads very regularly. It allows people from local towns just to come out for a day walk and see the views. That was an absolutely spectacular view from up there, and the really interesting thing I found was looking at the maps that they had out there, and if I'm reading them rightly, they're showing the direction of the mountains around you, and it's amazing. We did a circle sort of thing because Standing Indian was on the wrong side of Albert Mountain. Then we went to Silas Mountain today, and we've walked in a circle because you would have thought Albert would be closer to Silas because we went to Albert after we went to Standing Indian, but not by those maps. And to see Clingman's, pretty sure that was it in the distance. It was a very high peak and it was in the direction of the map was pointing. So really interesting to see, and now just downhill to the camp. It's about 2 o'clock, so I made good time. And yeah, I'll set up and have something to eat. Alright, day 14 finished. Weyerbold shelter is where I'm staying. It's about 11 miles into the day. Shelter's just there. Got my tent just set up. I'm just about to get all my pack gear set up. And drop the water bottle obviously, so I've got to get that. Back to hot chocolate and freeze dried. I'm having fish stroganoff fish noodles tonight. So I've had my tea and I've finished eating. So now I've got to hang my bear bag. So what you do with that, or what I do, I've got a little bag here and I get a rock and I throw it over a branch that's up there that I think might support it. Now this one's going to be a bit iffy, but it was a reasonable size one. I throw the rock bag over. The rock bag's tied to a line, orange line by a carabiner, and the other end I tie to my belt so that if it's too long it doesn't keep going with the bag. When it comes down, I put the carabiner, I loop it through the orange cable, and then I attach it to my bag. So I'll just turn this around. So I know I need to leave the rock in the bag, so I've taken the rock out and I just attached the carabiner to the green carabiner on my food bag. Gloves. It's difficult with one hand. Like that. And then I slowly start lifting it. Now I'm going to have to do this with 2 hands. So I've pulled the bag right to the top, and what you do is you tie a stick in the line, which I'll do now, and then the stick goes up, the bag starts coming down, and then when it hits the stick it stops. That's the general feel of it. So again, I'll need 2 hands, so I'll show you after I've done it. Tied a little loop around this stick, and I just make sure that's it. Yeah. And then you slowly let the stick go up. The bag slowly starts coming down. Till it gets to the carabiner, and then it'll stop. And that's how you hang your bear bag.
So it's about 8 PM and it is bucketing down with another lightning storm. I'm all tucked away, I'm hoping everything's all good. The food bag's out there hanging in the tree, that's going to be wet in the morning. But it is really coming down. So with the wind, the rain's been coming in sideways. So this dead dog bag that I usually put my shoes on, what I've done is I've planted to the wall to try and prevent most of the rain coming in from the side. Oh, it's bucketing down. Now I've also moved my shirt, which I normally hang up on the other side of the tent. I've put it next to me head, so that the one spot that the dead dog bed wasn't covering was near up near my head, because the decibel gets too low. The shirt now will get damp, but if it's too wet in the morning I can always wear the other shirt, but it's protecting my head and keeps me warm at night. And don't worry, Savannah, Wally's all protected. He's in his little bed every night. He's up in the hat. Oh yes, it is. Yes, raining, Wally. Yes, I know.